The following is a special presentation of the PDF Sports Network.
Here we go. Oh, here he is. Yo, what up? All right, so got one. All right, I got one.
Yeah,
Get number. Let me see if
I'm
I can
ready.
get two.
I'm ready to put that real heat out there. They about to be
Oh,
sick.
okay. Oh, all right.
Yeah, I'm coming out fine with no
Ah,
biasness, with zero bias, and I got my laptop set up just so we can do. How we gonna run this today? And me and Crow decided on this today. I don't
oh,
know what we
okay.
gonna do. Yeah, we coming in this. Make sure that everybody share this motherfucker, cause you gonna want to hear and see this.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So, anybody out there, if I'm missing any of the pages, because of course my devices are acting stupid today for some reason. But make sure that you share the live, and yeah, let me get Crow on here. Crow, what's going on with you, dude? So maybe you can give us some background on what's going on before we get Crow in here.
Man, I'm about to share this up right now. I'm thinking about it.
Connection failed. That ain't gonna work. Let's see.
He might have to start over his stuff. Who knows?
I was gonna say exactly why he didn't connect before. I think it was Hawaii's about to be a movie. True story. Um, let's see. I'm trying to add him. Let's do it. What are we doing? Let me see. It says adding. Crow, don't tell me that you need to like restart your app or like unload it and load it back on. Pause. Of course I'm taking the trip. True story. I will be in Hawaii. I'm leaving Wednesday. So I will definitely be there. So let me see if I can get this dude. What are we doing? All right. I guess I have to like call him on a separate line. It's like, what is going on here? This is crazy. Just request. Okay. I think he is exiting and re-entering. Because yeah, it's a lot to talk about. What'd you think about that Seminoles Lockport game?
I think it was a good game. I'm just happy that it happened.
Isn't that crazy that we have to be thankful for something as simple as that?
As playing football,
Yeah.
as competing on a high level, yeah. I feel, and that's why I'm about to deep dive so crazy into this.
I need, oh man, Crow, what are we doing?
Yeah, Crow got to get on.
Yeah, Crow gotta get on. Let me see.
I don't even know if I can
All
see
right.
anything.
So the fact that I got you on here, I know mine is working.
Yeah, he got to probably restart everything and then come back.
Because now it says adding, and giving me the whole.
That's gonna be on him.
Trying to get in.
Trying to get in.
And then I'm. Crow.
He's going to log out of Facebook, or not log out, but swipe out of it, like completely.
Do you have another device that you could go on to, Crow? Because we need you here. Yay! Happy Thanksgiving. This is crazy, though. That's why this thing is a little.
John, what's the word? I don't think I know you, but appreciate the kind words.
So while we're waiting on Crow, what happened with Racine?
Well, why they left the league?
Yeah. You realize how bad it looks, right?
Yeah, on the outside looking in, and I shared some things with you that I'm pretty sure you read.
I did.
Uh, Unfortunately, I'm gonna keep it being. Unfortunately, the 3A portion in the Midwest is kind of dying in a sense, and you kind of gotta. I hate to be the one to force a team to 3A because technically speaking, forcing a team don't automatically mean they're truly a 3A team. They just fill in a gap. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? Uh, I think the other problem with this is it's such an unregulated and ungoverned portion of football that anybody at any point can do whatever the fuck they want to do.
That part. Okay.
So and then with leagues, bro, if I be like, nah, you can't go 2A, you gotta go 3A. What's stopping them from saying, hey bro, you'll take me? You'll make me 2A? Bad, I'm with you.
I see. Okay.
Right?
So teams don't want to compete.
Okay. Because the era has changed, right? Now
It has.
let's talk about it more in depthly on the ownership side. Let's start with ownership, right? I'm an
Mhm.
owner. I run a franchise. I got about $25,000 that I can spend, and I'm okay with losing. I won't even bat an eye. So I said I'm gonna jump in this. I'm cool. I know I'm gonna lose some money the first few years, but I'm gonna find a way to make this at least break even, right?
Right.
But now I'm dealing with this culture, right? The entitlement, the aggressiveness, the hood shit, and I'm dealing, technically speaking, this level of football, you're gonna have more of the misfits than you are of anything else, right?
Okay. Gotcha.
So for my success, unfortunately, I have to eat crow. That's an old saying back in the day, right?
Indeed.
I'm gonna keep that.
Because your product is attached to other people's products, which is what I told you before, by the way.
Exactly. And,
Hmm.
and in so many words, I got to do what I got to do for the betterment of my brand,
Okay.
right? So I have to take certain licks. Within taking those certain licks, I also know that I'm dealing with a culture of men, young men at that, who you can't yell at them. They deem everything as disrespect. They entitled. They don't want to pay no league, no team fee. They don't want to travel. Uh, they don't want to be coached. The disrespect is on an all-time high, right? So
Right.
this is what I'm dealing with in today's era. Now, mind you, I'm gonna say this as an owner. You woke up and you chose to own a franchise in this era.
Yes,
So you
indeed.
have to take whatever come with it and learn to mitigate the damage. Because that's what you're really doing. You're mitigating damages.
Yes.
So I'm a team owner. I know these things. I want to be successful. And I know that this new era doesn't know how to lose.
At all.
So what do? I find ways for them to win. The problem with that though is playing teams that I know I can beat on gives you a false aspect of things, right? So
Yeah.
now I'm 15 and 0, right? I didn't play out of 15 teams. I played maybe 3 good teams, right? I just
Right.
happened to beat them. They was decent. We battled. I won, right?
Right.
Now I see a team that's at the upper echelon, and I ain't did no real research as a player. So
Ooh.
I'm like, shit, man, we good as fuck for real, bro. We just whooped on such and such. We 15 and 0, bro. I know
It's
we can
just
take them off.
football.
You feel me?
It's just football. Yeah.
So now that mentality carries over. And now everybody like, damn, I want to shout at them. They really, I know we better than them. Woo, woo, woo. But you comparing apples and oranges because you ain't did no research on the teams that y'all talking about. Let's be real. A lot of y'all be like, oh, they sorry. Oh, they shitty.
Right.
We'll whoop on them. But have you done any real-time research, though? No, you barely go to practice.
Right.
You ain't on no laptop. You ain't on no cell phone. Like, let me go look up the Racine Raiders. Let me go look up the back in my day the mid Tennessee Bulldogs or the Lackawanna dynasty, or you ain't did that. When I was coming up, I started getting out of the Ohio thought process. Like, it gotta be more than just Ohio and PA and Michigan and Indiana and Kentucky. What else is out there? I started learning about Central Penn Piranha. I started learning about South Buffalo Celtics. I started going south. Like, oh damn, they had a West Virginia team, West Virginia Lightning. I'm like, okay, there's some teams out here. I started looking in New York. Okay, we got the Seminoles.
Indeed.
So now, as time go on, I'm like, all right, this bigger than I ever thought. So now, as a player, I'm hungry, because I feel like, as a player, you know, when you playing another team, you know they shitty when you playing them, bro. Come on, man. You got players who will literally tell you, I ain't coming to no game but the big games, coach. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Right. And
guess what? As a coach, you're gonna be like, I can't make him come when I'm sitting down. He one of my best athletes. He know it too. Watch this. That athlete know they worth. So what they do? Yeah, I ain't got that 150 for you, coach. Shit. Oh, don't worry about it. I got you. Don't even sweat. Just show up. Just come on. I got your uniform ready. Your family good. They don't gotta pay the 10 at the gate. You done did everything to cater to this player.
Right.
So now, word get out. Other players feeling some type of way. Like, damn, I've been dedicated for 6 years to this team. I ain't got $1. How he getting paid?
Right. Okay.
So now going back to the Racine aspect.
Now here's the funny thing, right? This is how ingenuity works, right? Crow, you hear me? Man, I'm gonna figure out a way to do it, man. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna figure out a way to do it. That's how important it is here. So I'm gonna take a video of me taking a video. That's what we're going to do. So one way or another, we got it done. So all right. So we ready to roll. Go ahead. You were saying, Duncan. Go ahead.
Going back to your question with Racine, for them, is you just a business decision? Everybody on the outside, all right, so everybody not privy to how to run a league, operate a league, or manage franchises. You got to realize, when you're dealing with these franchises, you're dealing with some fucking egos. These owners are not easy to deal with, bro.
Right.
They feel in their mind, if I'm giving you money, and this is what people don't realize, just because you pay me for a service don't mean you get to do what you want.
Indeed.
You're paying me to give you structure. Allow me to give you structure. So now I'm dealing with that aspect. Racine made a decision that was business, understandable, cool. Granted, when they joined the league, did they know that?
Hell yeah, they knew.
The travel was, yeah, they knew, but that's the thing.
Come on, don't sugarcoat this one now, because
I'm telling you,
their big the knock coming into last season was they never traveled nowhere. So now they got a travel bill and freaked out. Come on.
I'm not gonna lie. In the last 2 years, they did travel though with the GDFL because they had no choice, right?
No, they didn't.
And they were looking for a national spotlight because they don't go to Florida.
They didn't travel like real travel. Nah, they didn't, because they had that divisional structure in GDFL where you play in your division twice against local teams, and it's only until you get to the playoffs that you start traveling. And in one of the years, they didn't travel in the playoffs, and on top of it, they had forfeits in the playoffs. Yeah, and they had forfeits in the playoffs.
One time, and then they came to DC for the championship game.
Syracuse one time and DC one time.
That was the second year. The first year they traveled to Syracuse, and then they traveled to DC for the championship.
No, the DC championship, they traveled twice that year. Twice.
No. I gave them games 2 years in a row. They went to the Bison. They went to the Bobcats in Indiana. Those was 2 6-hour trips. They went to Cincinnati and played the Sin City Bucks. That was a 6-hour trip.
That was in a GDFL year?
Yeah, bro. That's how we ended up getting close. I was giving them games for 2 years in a row.
But they were giving them games that weren't GDFL games.
The GDFL didn't have no games to give them motherfuckers.
And that's when Charles Thompson was sitting there talking about how he's a national powerhouse and has like 5 million teams.
And this is when I got upset because you're not paying homage to the person who really keeping this shit alive.
That much is true. Okay, continue.
I give that. Yeah, that's true.
True story.
So, with that being said, I'm not even mad that Racine went to the MWF, right? Logistically, it makes sense.
But
now, will they cross over? They'll still do the crossover games. That's not a problem. But I understand the optics of it. They like, okay, they took 4 losses. They lost in the championship. They lost to the Ravens, 2 times? They lost to the Motor City Rams, and they lost to the Phoenix Outlaws. But those are all quality. I don't know if it's a such thing. Those are quality losses.
There is such a thing as quality losses, but when you're looking at it compared to the stuff that they were talking about, always being undefeated in this dynasty thing, and then when you run into a real schedule, real stuff happens. You know, they were talking about how they were different than everybody else, and that's just not the case. They were not like a whole different breed. They weren't like the SEC compared to like the freaking Mountain West. That's not what it was, and that's being exposed now because as soon as they had the best schedule that they've had in years, that they had 4 losses. Now all of a sudden they're jumping ship. What you got, Crow? How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. Just mad I couldn't really get on the live like that, but we making it work.
We found a way, man. So for those of you that don't know, there are 3 different polls and 3 different nationals. So the first one I want to bring to light is this USA Bowl. Now, I'm not going to tell you what I personally think is the most legitimate or what have you. And I know, Crow, you're a bit biased because, you know, you're one of them. But the first thing is, if you have all the teams at the top that are racing towards 2 spots, then it prompts teams to actually get these games done. First of all, what do you think about the Knowles game against Lockport?
I thought it was a great game. I didn't get the chance to see as much as I wanted to just because we had the MLS championship game. But great game. Glad they did it. It should be the standard. Listen, they played ball, you know. Lockport was up early, and then the Criminals showed their pedigree in the second half of the game. That's how it goes.
That's how it goes sometimes, indeed. So, I'm bringing up the 3 polls right now because I know that Coach Spina posted the Sunshine Bowl rankings and the NFE rankings. So where is this guy?
Do y'all want me to go in depth in the other rankings?
Well, let's take it ranking by ranking because I don't think that people know that there's 3 rankings.
Let Sunshine Bowl be the last one we talk about because that's going to be the most in-depth one.
Okay, so the one that I really took a look at and I was like, oh, this is some nonsense, was this USA Bowl. And we're just going to focus on the top 5, right? So the USA Bowl, this is their top 5. Number 1 is the Detroit Ravens. You really can't, you could debate it, but you know that's it is what it is. You can't really argue much with that. That's a pretty solid choice. They have the Oklahoma Bears at number 2. I have a problem with this.
A lot of people disagree with that.
I don't think that the Bears played a tough enough schedule. I think the Bears had too many forfeits to their credit. I think that they are at best they're not in the top 5. My personal opinion. I've seen some footage of them. I've seen the scores and I've seen the bios of the teams that they played. No. The Texas Colts, I'm unfamiliar with. What do you know about those guys?
Texas Colts, good organization. The problem I have with Texas Colts is not even a problem. But here's the problem I have with the other 2 rankings. In America, right? This is where we are.
Yep.
We have East Coast, West Coast, and then we got that Midwest. East Coast, West Coast, and in the South, we do 2 seasons for the year. We have a spring league, and then they start the spring in late summer. The Texas Colts being ranked on the poll and summer teams, I feel like it's problematic because they stopped playing June, right? And you got teams playing all the way through November, and you're trying to compare them all together. But that's my issue with how the other folks do rankings. They're really not taking into account that spring football on the West Coast, East Coast, and down in Florida is huge. And it's not giving them their just due because there's so many great spring teams that don't make the other two players.
That much is true. So then number 4 is the Illinois Cowboys. What do you got on the Cowboys there, Duncan?
All right. So let me just cut straight to the chase.
Because I'm ready to fire with this number 5 because to have the New York Green Wave on there.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill it with this right now. All right. And I want y'all to put the pieces together yourselves because I'm not gonna say too much because I don't want to be affected by anything.
Okay. So you won't say it. I'll say it. Go ahead.
I'll say it.
What's the first 4 teams on there?
You have the Detroit Ravens, the Oklahoma Bears, the Texas Colts. Top 3.
All right. How many games are being held at the USA Bowl this year? Do anybody
That's
know?
a good question. That I do not know.
Normally it's 4. This year will be 3 coming up. 3 games. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What are those 3 games? Do you know?
I do not know. That's already been announced. I thought I saw Ravens versus Bears.
I will educate you. Ravens versus Bears.
Oh, I got that right.
Cowboys versus Colts. And then there are 2 runner-ups that's playing in the 3rd game.
So basically, they rank the top 4 based on who paid the money. That's what it looks like.
That's what it is.
You said it, not me.
I definitely said it. So if you have the money, you can get the rank.
I will admit these are some of the top teams, and one of them is the top team in the nation. So to their credit, though, they're not ass.
I see. So the Ravens are going to go to the USA Bowl?
Yes.
All right. Now, here's the thing. At number 5, they have a spring team from New York that don't even have the record next to it.
And they lost a Sunshine Bowl in the spring.
And lost to the Spring Nationals. Yeah.
Come on, like how many cracks at the national apple do you get? You lost. Right? You lost. Revamp. Get your squad back together and come back and do it again. How can you play in one national, lose, and then go to another one?
And then
integrity is off. I'm not saying nothing bad to go about the Green Wave because I like the squad that came in Charlotte, played hard, respectable guys. This is not a hit on them. It's a hit on the integrity of what's going on right now.
Especially when you have the team at number 6, an undefeated summer team in the New England Bombers.
Mind you, I want you to also pay attention to one other thing. Outside of the Motor City Rams, okay, outside of them, what are the only schedules you see?
Ooh, Midwest and South. I don't see Northeast records.
The third game. The third game is in your face. I said it was 3 games. What's the 3rd game, bro?
Ooh, are the Rams making the trip?
No.
Are the Grizzlies making the trip?
Yes.
So Sheboygan and the Grizzlies.
Yes.
Oh, look at me! I'm pretty fancy with it. And how you not have the Brooklyn Seminoles on this list?
Because they're not going there.
Ah! There you go. So when you're looking at it, this is the, how do I say this nicely? This is the bowl, or this is the nationals that you go to as kind of like a, was it the escape route, like the trap door that you could pop out of?
No, I wouldn't say that though.
Why not?
I wouldn't say that. They actually over the course of time have had so the way the way the owner runs it, I'm not gonna say his name, but the way the owner runs it is he want big dogs, big shit. He only there for a day, bro. He ain't doing no 2 weekend. He ain't doing no 2A, 3A. He doing summer natty, fall natty, spring natty, top 25 natty, and then he back home. He not doing all that extra shit. He gonna get the top names. That's gonna bring them views. It's gonna bring some action. It's gonna.
And if they're not the top, he'll make them the top because they paid their money.
They're gonna have but he's gonna make sure that he gets majority every time. Every time.
To not have the
At the end of the day, regardless of what anybody wants to say, this is still a business.
It definitely is. But to not have the Brooklyn Seminoles at all in the top.
So I want y'all to understand this. I understand what you're saying. You're thinking logic, but you're not thinking business. You're not him.
Oh, well, no. Me, just personally me, I would rather say that in my natty I have the number one team versus the number 6 team. I'd rather have that, especially if my competition is the other 2 Nationals games and if everybody was going off of the same ranking. So let's do this, right? Let's figure out. We already know and I'm not going to let you do it, Crow, because I know you still have your process of choosing who's in that 7 p.m. national championship game, so I'm not going to divulge that. But people are going to start speculating if USA Bowl has taken the Ravens and the Bears off the charts, off the draft board. Then who's left, right? So the USA Bowl, I'm going to throw in the trash right now, and now I'm going to bring up NFE. NFE.
Don't do it.
Number 1
Don't do it, please.
About USA Bowl.
Talk to me.
The reason why I respect him is because I don't feel like he's trying to get the dots with the culture. He does what he does. Because he wants the big games, he's going to get the biggest game as possible. I can respect that.
I mean, I respect that. I don't respect how teams leverage that into pretending that there's something that they're not. And it is definitely not on the USA Bowl. That is on the Oklahoma Bears, to tell you the truth. But nonetheless, in the NFE, you have number 1, New England Bombers. Number 2, Brooklyn Seminoles. Number 3 is the Detroit Ravens. Number 4 is the Columbus Fire. Number 5 is the Oklahoma City Bears. And now Lockport has dropped to. Was this before? Oh, they still have Lockport as undefeated. So they had the Seminoles. They had Seminoles before Lockport anyway. So in this particular poll, the USA Bowl championship game is the number 3 team versus the number 5 team. Do we think that's accurate, or do you think it's number 1 versus number 2 in the nation?
Who's the number 3 and number 5?
Number 3 is the Detroit Ravens, and number 5 is the Oklahoma City Bears.
Okay.
If we say that this is the most legitimate ranking,
who said that?
I said if. I said the word if.
Oh, I thought
I said if.
Damn.
Right? Because if we think the USA Bowl is the most credible ranking,
never said that. We never said
which
that.
we definitely did not say, it would be number 1 versus number 2. If this is the most accurate ranking, then that matchup is 3 versus 5.
Listen to what I'm about to say, bro.
Accuracy. Let's say about accuracy. It's accurate to the people that the narrative that it fits. If it's fit your narrative, you're going to say it's accurate as hell.
Okay.
If it fits your narrative. So, that question is going to be answered based on who you ask.
Okay. So, do you think the NFE rankings is more accurate than the USA Bowl rankings?
No. I would say yes.
I would say yes.
You said yes?
I would hard to say. He said more. I didn't say it was accurate. He said more.
Yeah, which one?
All right. So I try. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't have came on here. Maybe I shouldn't have came on here because I feel like I would say too much that the public just don't need to know.
Now I got you. Go ahead. Too late.
Like I feel like common sense will lead you to believe that if we look at the history of the NFE over the past couple of years, they've catered to what side of the coast?
Okay.
Yes,
I'm just gonna be honest. When have you seen a West Coast team go to the NFE or a South team go to the NFE? You've seen East Coast, Midwest.
Interesting. Okay. So now
To
let's
say-
go.
To
Go ahead.
say that's a national rank, in my mind, to say that's a national ranking when I'm gonna say this before we get on there, the Sunshine Bowl got teams on there from Colorado. Where's the diversity? Show me the diversity in there.
This is the best way to say it, Doug. It's not a national ranking. NFB is a coach's poll.
Which is what both of them technically are.
They're coach's polls.
Coaches polls, where you get an email, you dial in, yeah, I'm gonna vote for such and such. Yeah, I'm gonna vote. So you talking about there is a level of biasness. This is not a metric system. This is not the only thing here is the human bias element.
It's all eye test. Okay. Gotcha.
There we go. That's
Okay.
the best way to describe it. It's a coach's poll. And I think they even said that on the website somewhere.
Gotcha.
That's a coach's poll.
Now, has the NFE has not announced their matchups?
No.
Now, let's try to speculate for a second. Who is going to take an invitation to this game? My money is on the Bombers because if you rank me number one, that's where I'm going.
My money's on the Bombers too because they're not at USA Day and they didn't send us an application.
And I'm gonna touch base on something else, and I really feel like I'm saying too much. I really don't think I should be on this live because people really gonna hate me for real, dog. The word national is used too loosely.
Listen, you ain't never lied.
And what I mean by that is, and this was someone brought this to my attention, and when we had this conversation, it made absolute fucking sense. If we look at the USA Bowl, national top 25, national summer, national spring, national fall, right? But I can guarantee that those teams didn't play in the fall. They didn't play in the spring. The only two things that would matter is summer in the top 25. Cool, right?
Right.
And we look at the NFE. National Bowl, National Blossom Series Bowl, National Forest Bowl, National Hiccup Bowl. I think, and I ran into a problem, if I can share this. I ran into a problem last year with a team that's no longer around, and they were gifted a bowl. But because it did not say national next to it, they opted on not even really going. I had to kind of get in their ass like, yo, take this opportunity. It's an opportunity. You're not ready. You didn't have the right credentials to play for the national. And that team had to scrounge up a bunch of players to come and play. They ended up losing. It was a decent game. It was kind of sloppy, but it was a decent game. But I think the process for athletes too is natty. No, you don't hear a single soul saying, yeah, we about to go play for a bowl. Because it seems like if you play for a bowl, it's beneath you.
Right.
And it's not.
And it's not.
Yep. People don't know how to act their wage. You know what I mean?
So now,
Champagne taste and beer money.
you have two systems that call everything they have national. So now with that thought process is, why would I go over here and play for a bowl when I can go over here and play for a national? Because it just says it.
Right.
How can you be a national champion?
But that's the and to be real with you, that is the mind fuck, right? Because even now I'm looking, somebody just said natty or bust. But what if you just don't qualify for a national, but you qualify for a bowl, just like college? You don't see no college team saying, hell no, I ain't playing in that shit.
Now, let me just ask you this, right? Because I have Jeff Costa in the comments talking about the Bombers have not lost in 3 full years. Now, this is my opinion. Opinion. If
Ooh,
you,
I can't wait to get on that.
so
Mm.
I don't think maybe I don't know the particulars, but if you have different ownership, if you have a different name, and players just drift from one team to another, you cannot acquire their history and use it as part of your resume.
Agreed.
So if you are sitting here saying that the Bombers have 3 years of this. The Admirals do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Are the Admirals' ownership the same as the Bombers' ownership? Are they the same owners? Did they just have a name change? That's not the way it was posted. It was posted originally as the Admirals are shutting down operations. So you cannot piggyback off of their success.
That's your
The,
success. That may be your success individually.
right. Now, Menace is saying that it's the same ownership. That's not the way it was presented. Almost the same is not the same. So yes, they are the same owners. And then it was. I'd have to look back, and
I got
I'm.
one. I got one.
What's that?
Was the Bombers around the same time as the Admirals?
No, no. The Admirals shut down operations,
And then the Bombers was created.
and then the Bombers opened operations. How is that being weird, man? Don't do that. Like if you made, and I want to go back to the post. Nah. The whole roster is the same. Does not make it the same organization. Stop that. Oh, and now you got me upset. Okay, so now hold on. Now I got to sit here and audit people. Hold on for a second, because if it's your post that says the Admirals no longer exist, then I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna be. I'm just gonna call a spade, because y'all being really weird right now. Ravens know that's not immeasurable, and especially when you're dealing with people that are on other sides of the country, they don't know that. And again, I sat there and I definitely saw an announcement of the Admirals not existing anymore. So what are
Right
we
after they
talking
won.
about?
Right after they beat the Columbus Fire.
Yeah. So hold on. Let me find this thing, because y'all being weird. Let me find out. Now again, if I'm wrong, please let me know. But now it's almost the same ownership. Then it was the exact same ownership. Uh, Now I know that you guys went from the Whaling City Admirals. Oh, I'm trying to get this thing. That's the debate, though. It's not a debate. If it's a new organization, it's a new organization. I'm sorry. Go ahead while I'm trying to find this thing, because they went from the Whaling City Admirals to the New England Admirals. I remember that, and
And
that's the same organization.
please
So
don't let these motherfuckers take over this live either, bro. Because they will do it and make it all about the Bombers. And we're not
no,
doing
we're not doing that. We're definitely not doing that. Especially if you're not doing a champion versus champion game and other people are. We're not doing that.
And don't worry, we're going to dissect that schedule.
2025 summer schedule. Oh, that's the Bomber schedule. Okay. Admiral Nation. Looking to continue following your favorite Admiral players with possibly a few more joining the Bombers. That definitely sounds like one had ended. But okay, let's continue.
Oh,
Let's
Lord.
continue. I'm sorry, you guys go ahead and
Oh, yeah, but when it comes to USA Bowl and like I said, for me, it's just like,
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a bean, and not to cut Crow off. Y'all don't know how much time and effort and energy go into these fucking rankings with the Sunshine Bowl, bro. For y'all to tear it apart out of y'all biasness and emotion.
Emotions. Look at this whole. I'm sorry, and then I'm gonna turn the page on this one because again, y'all acting weird. Look at this. The Southern New England Admirals has decided to step away from semi-pro football. We have had a great run and have been one of the best teams in the country the past couple of years. What? Come on, this is your words. This is what gets me tight. Thank you, appreciate y'all. These are our accomplishments. Swang sung, blah blah blah. Checkmate. Nice try. Thank you very much. I said good day, sir. I said good day.
Hey, man, facts don't
Stop
lie.
it. It's your own fucking post, man. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. So
No,
now we're all
Sometimes you just gotta do that, right?
funny shit.
So,
Your own fucking post.
so we already know NFE, USA, how that roll, how it is. The truth is kind of put out there. We understand it.
I say I don't even know who's been dealing with me. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? How you been dealing with me?
Emotions. All right, so we're moving on. So now let's look at the Sunshine. Yeah. Everybody feels targeted if they're not like undisputed number one by
Man,
with a bullet.
this. Now we really about to get into the real shit of this shit because I'm really about to put motherfuckers on blast.
All right, so Sunshine Bowl rankings, they got the Detroit Ravens at number 1. They have at number 2 the Brooklyn Seminoles. They have at number 3 the New England Bombers. They have at number 4 the Fayetteville Ducks. Now, number 5 is the Jersey Sharks. And these are two teams that don't appear in the other rankings. So here's.
Let me tell you about this.
Talk to me.
This is where I can say the other rankings are so biased, right? If you're ranking teams year round, right? Doesn't matter if it's spring, summer, fall. The Fayetteville Ducks have won 20 games this year. They're literally 20-1.
Oh, damn.
Okay, they played the spring season, won a national, and they played the fall season, won a league championship, and lost 1 game.
Same ownership, same team. I just want to clarify for our New England brothers: same organization, same team, same owners.
Same head coach, same running back, same center, same everything. They played the spring season, won 10-11 games, and they just played the fall season, won 10-11 games. If you're not being biased, Fayetteville Ducks is the number 1 team in the country if we're going by body of work. I just want to shut up. But TV breaks it up, right? Spring season, fall season, right? So from the fall season, right? 2 different seasons doing 2 different things. But if you're the other poles and you don't care if you're season agnostic, why is the Fayetteville Ducks 21 on your ranking? Don't worry, I'll wait. Don't worry, I'll wait.
Indeed. Is that part?
Listen. And they only lost.
It's like what Doug said earlier. There's bias there. Because if we're talking body of work and what we just talked about, some people are 20.
Damn, he said I never knew that Natty was based off body of work. Okay, well, shit. What else could it be based off of? Why would body of work not matter when you playing football?
That's crazy. Yes, Derek. So Derek, what is your team? Because Derek Newsom was talking about how is Crow's team. Now, I do remember your team is the Capital City Seahawks. So I'm guessing.
My team is solid. We got a good team.
So I'm not sure when he says my team, his team, your team is ranked over his team. I don't know if he's talking about the Capital City or is he talking about the Jersey Sharks.
He is the owner and the captain of the Motor City Rams, which is an extremely illustrious team. I will give them their credit. They are fire.
Yeah.
damn good organization. They lost in the semifinals, and they decided not to play any more football. I don't know why they think this is a conspiracy. Dunk is on the board with us. He is not making conspiracies happen with his franchises. Stop thinking someone hates you. That's crazy. I don't even know you who hates you. Not to mention, it's me, Dunk, and how many people we had on last night on the board? Like 5, 6 of us?
It's like 9 of us in total.
We were for 5 hours last night.
From 9 p.m. to 2 in the morning.
To 2 in the morning. This is not a conspiracy theory. Yes, I have a good football team. I've had a good football team for years. Stop that. Stop thinking there's some type of conspiracy. Stop doing that to yourself. You're going to drive yourself crazy. I don't know this to hate you. And we have representation from your league owner. No one hates you. Just play more football.
Yeah. And that's what it comes down to, is that you can't give anybody, and this is a generational thing, I think, is that you can't give anybody credit without somebody feeling slighted. You can't say attaboy or great job to somebody without somebody else being like, what about me? And I think this is just a what about me moment. So moving on, and
We love the Rams. We love the Rams. You think that's dope. It's just, you lost to the semifinals, and you didn't do shit else afterwards. You just stopped.
you stop playing football. And I could say for sure, and my teams have competed in nationals and Sunshine Bowls and such, that if you stop, if you're not a champion of a league, you better keep playing, and you better make some noise if you are not a league champion. And if you're not a league champion, like why? Like if we're talking about the national championship, right? Bowl game all you want, okay? But when you're talking about the top 4 spots, and that brings me to my next point. When you talk about the top 4 spots, it has to be for champions. It can't be for runner-ups. It can't be. And with that being said, if you're in a more competitive league, you might have a loss or 2 on your record. You might. And if you play football after your championship game, then you might have a loss on your record. You might. And that's the risk reward. So some people play it safe, some people don't. The Knowles this year couldn't afford to play it safe because they had a loss on their record. So they needed to have one of those marquee wins in order to move up in the rankings, which they did this past weekend. So
It's a little bit deeper than that too, though.
now here's the thing. When I'm looking at the list, right? So the Detroit Ravens, I have at number 1 because the USA Bowl ranked them number 1, Sunshine Bowl ranked them number 1, and NFE ranked them number 3. I have them at number 1. I think they had the hardest schedule. I think they went through the gauntlet, and based on their history as well as the tipping point, I think they deserve to be number 1. Personal opinion. Oklahoma City Bears is number 2 in the USA poll. They're number 5 in the NFE, and they're number 7 in the Sunshine Bowl. I'm going to table that for a second. I think they deserve a shot, but they're really to me number 4, number 5. The New England Bombers, they're number 6 in the USA Bowl ranking. They're number 1 in the NFE. They're number 3 in the Sunshine. Would I put them over the Seminoles? They're undefeated. I didn't put the Seminoles over them just by winning the LAL, but I think winning against Lockport, I have to jump the Seminoles over the Bombers. You can say I'm biased, kiss my ass, I'm biased, whatever. So I'll put the
Hey, listen, do me a favor. Do me a favor while we on that subject. Can you pull up the NFL.us?
NEFL?
NEFL.us.
Gotcha.
We did this last night. That's what we were putting up. Website,
Ooh.
records, schedules the teams that you played. We went in.
Yeah, the problem with the New England Football League is you're only playing the same.
Nah. We about to put it right here on this internet.
I think did they change their website? Because their page cannot be found. Ooh.
You want Google?
I Google. I'm usually pretty locked in with their website. I'm not a newbie to this. I think they
put in NEFL.us.
Yeah.
Let me do it.
Maybe they knew. they might have known something was up.
It popped right up
Too
for
much
me.
traffic.
Oh,
My shit popped right up. All right. You want me to
okay,
turn my
good.
camera? All right. Let me turn my camera for y'all. Let's see. All right. So we're looking at the site. As of right now, there's a total of what? 16 teams and 3 conferences, right? All right. Let's go to the Bombers. I'm going to click here. Matter of fact, let's look at the records of the teams in their conference. 0, 9, and a tie. 2, 7, and a tie. 4 and 6. 6 and 4, 7 and 3, and then the miraculous 10 and 0, right? Let's click the Bombers. All right. Now, I want y'all to understand that these teams that they have played, the problem with this is the overall schedule itself, right? So let's look at the schedule. Mind you, I want y'all to realize something real quick. This league has 16 teams. Regardless if one is 1A, 2A, 3A, doesn't matter, right? 16 of them. We're going to see, how many times do you see the Bandits? Twice. Middleburg,
3 times.
Middleborough, 3 times. Middleborough Cobras. All right. Now let me scoot over here to these scopes. 20-3, 37-39, decent game. 46-0, goddamn. 46-0, shit. 53-6. Who the fuck are you playing? 22-7.
Yeah, Mill City definitely struggled.
Okay, 21-26, 13-54, 0-53, 41-6. Hey man, who the fuck? Listen, bro. Now, mind you, I want y'all to realize something. So we got pretty much the same. We'll say 3 to 4 teams back to back, right?
Right.
In a sense, right? But the league has 16 teams, right?
Yes.
Is there a reason that we have to play the same teams over and over and over again?
Because those teams, it would be even worse in terms of scores if they played against the Bombers. It would be like 80-0.
I would rather it be a diversity. Prime example, we can look at the Windsor Flyers because they got the same thing going on. 0-8, 3-5, 4-4. The first 3 teams are 500 and below.
Now, they play a greater diversity of teams, even though they play less games, because they also play AA teams.
Wrong.
Uh-oh. Yeah, they do play teams that are not in their division.
The only 2 ones that's in the same league as them, right? And what did that look like? New
Right, because
London Silverbacks.
all I'm saying is that they cross over games with the AA's. So there's AAA, AA, and single A. And they
Oh my God! So you telling me the Windsor Flyers are 1A?
Why haven't you crossed over with the Windsor Flyers? They're the best AA. Why aren't the 2 best teams crossing over?
I just want y'all to see these scores. 56-0.
But you don't want to play the upper teams? These are the things that we're looking at.
Yep.
We're not being biased. We're just looking at the body of work.
Oh, and I'm sorry to cut you, but Crow, also keep in mind that we do see that the New England forums talk about how teams are hiding in single A or hiding in AA because they don't want to play the big boys. They want a championship.
Well, guess what? The league commissioner, I don't know who that is, you make the schedule. I don't even put that on the team. I put it on the commissioner. And I don't know the commissioner, and I'm not, give me a call. We can talk about it.
Indeed.
Right? No this.
Yeah, Yeah, let's
play each other.
listen. And then also understand this, right? In a 16-team league, I would rather see multiple logos and know that, okay, well, at least they play different teams. Because if I play a team that's shitty and I play them twice, and two, let's say it's, Pat, hear me out. It's
Yep.
3 teams in my conference ass, right?
Yep.
If I play them twice, how many wins is that?
6.
You're right. Yeah, that's 6-0 right there.
So if I'm 12-0, is that not half my schedule?
And that's why the Bears, isn't that what happened with the Oklahoma City Bears too?
For the
Yes.
most part,
Yes. Yes. All we saying is when the opportunity arises, and I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something that I was told. I don't know if it's true, but this is gonna be to certain certain league owners or league commissioners. I understand that you want your success, but you got to stop making promises to teams to make them champions and then make them champions, and then they're mad because they aren't ranked where they feel they should be when they knew they had an agreement with you to give them the cakest of the cake if they came over.
Right.
I understand the business side of it, but
Yep.
you got to take this is the thing. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Take the fact that those teams came to you and they won, and now they're comfortable to a degree. You can't be like, all right, they won, and now they need to be number one. Huh? Nah, bruh. The body of work is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, you didn't get them the schedule to be number 1.
Ah, indeed. And by the way, we've seen leagues, credit to Duncan, that went to other leagues to do crossover games to get the resume to put teams in a position to claim number 1. So
Listen, I don't hold no bars against my
Ducks. Fayetteville Ducks. We just talked about it. Why? Because they needed that bump. They needed that bump. And if Jersey Ducks didn't come in so late, they would have got some of that smoke too.
And by the way, if and I know what the NFL guys are going to say. Well, we only play AAA teams, so our schedule is all AAA teams. But at the same time, you had an opportunity to go over to the ECFL and play the Bulls. You had a chance to go over to the ECFL and do a crossover game there. You guys are all in the same neighborhood. ECFL turned out to be AA because of their own doing, but that was only like kind of after the fact. But a win against the Bulls would be a lot more for your resume than beating up on Mill City twice.
Exactly. That's all we're trying to say.
Yep. Love the reaching. How is that reaching? Yeah, because I guess it's a lie. That's pretty funny. Anyway, so now we have the Bombers, number 6 in the USA poll, number 1 in the NFE, number 3 in Sunshine. I have them ranked 3rd. So I have Seminoles, which crazy, not ranked at all in the USA. Number 2 in the NFE, number 2 in the Sunshine. I think that's the consensus there. So I have them at number 2. So now if you have 3 national championship games and you want to play in a national championship game, you have 3 opportunities to do so. And if the Ravens and the Bears are both off the board, now here comes the funny stuff. So Bombers and Seminoles. Seminoles have been trying to play the Bombers. Bombers don't want to play anybody, and that's 3 and 4. So now what we're going to end up doing is the Nationals 7 p.m. game is going to be New England Bombers playing in NFE, and then the Seminoles, although they haven't committed one way or another, probably playing in the Sunshine Bowl.
I got the Seminoles application.
So you got a Seminoles application. I know Tony Spina. He's not locked in until money is paid. And I'm not going to ask you if money went across the table, but I will say.
We're not on that part yet.
Okay, gotcha. So until money goes across the table, I do know that my man Spina absolutely keeps his options open and his plans close to the vest.
Here's the thing. Even if the Seminoles don't come, right?
Right.
For us, the Sunshine Bowl. If they feel that they want to go to Daytona or they want to go to Orlando, we're gonna be okay with that if that's what they want to do. There's no love lost. But because for us, we just want to see the best games possible, if they're possible.
And
Right.
let's be honest, right? Everybody has this bias when they talking about themselves, right? Even knowing the truth, right? Because basically what you don't know can't hurt you. But in reality, bro, there is entirely way too many motherfucking champions. Prime example, okay? And I'm gonna speak on this. I actually love the Noles. I like the Noles. I understand their position. I understand that leagues are afraid to kind of have them to a degree, right? But when I look at them, all right, they did what they had to do. They went to the NAL because they had to. They really had no choice. No knock on them. They played. They did what they had to do. If you count them, there's 3 other teams. There's a 4-team league, right?
Mhm.
Now, we're going to turn around and go look at the New York Bandits. Bandits, once again, in a 4-team league. At what point do we think about either crossing over or working together under the same umbrella?
Understood. However, what the Bandits will end up doing is they'll end up playing teams that are not in their league. So they'll try. They understand that they have to build their resume.
Time out. Do me a favor and pull up the league page for the Bandits real quick, and I want you to show that. Mind you, I stayed in a meeting from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the fucking morning. So I want people to realize that a lot of thought process went into this shit. There is an element of point. Okay, click the New York Bandits, please. Press New York Bandits.
Yep.
Can we look at that schedule? There it go right in your face. Where the fuck did they go?
Now, what it also does not show is they played the Brooklyn Pharaohs in a preseason game, and they're scheduled to play a postseason game against the Northeast Bulls, champion versus champion game.
The Brooklyn Pharaohs is in the city.
Brooklyn Pharaohs are a national championship team.
You're not hearing me, brother.
Yeah, they are.
No, whoa. I want to see you play the top teams, and if they're in your backyard, then that's what it is. But nobody's going to sit here and say that the Pharaohs aren't a top team.
What I'm simply saying is that one team doesn't negate that schedule.
So you have one extra game up here, right? So that's 10-1. I'm sorry, 9-2 because they lost that game against the Pharaohs. And then what I'm saying is, yeah.
You telling on them now? They didn't know that.
Man, it is what it is. They know they lost that game. So then on top of it, they know that they have to play that Northeast Bulls team. That's another game. And then last year they ended up going to, was it Carolina? Back-to-back weeks? They played in the Dirty Bowl last year, correct, Crow?
Yeah, they did. They did.
So what I'm saying is that
they went and played in the Natty. They actually played in the National against the Cincinnati Dukes, and they lost.
Right. So they know that they have to earn their spot. I'm not mad at that. So if you're good.
There was a conversation had where the GOATs of the Sunshine Bowl stated to a particular person, if you want to be seen and recognized on an elite level, you need to step out of your comfort zone. This was this year earlier before the season.
Right.
And the season still ended up the same way it did last season.
I mean,
I want you to understand we're also talking about a 4-team league, and there's another 4-team league next door to you.
right, which is why they did the crossover game. And by the way, so you say the same thing. You say the same thing for the Seminoles.
But this is the thing about the Seminoles, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have no real issue. It's just that the leagues won't take these motherfuckers.
There's only two. But wait, you just said that there's 2 4-team leagues. Who's not going to take them?
They had to go there, bro. They never even wanted to go back to the LAL. They left the LAL for a reason.
No, but where would they go is my question.
What I'm telling you is everywhere they tried to go, the door was closed in their face.
Where? Give me a name.
The whole spring. Why you think they went back to summer?
There's 2 leagues, literally 2 leagues, and the only other league is a AA league. They wouldn't have a resume.
Skip is in here right now. He can literally tell you that what I'm saying is facts. They had bro. Once the den shut down, they won the den.
That was willing to take them was in my area.
Okay, so what other spring leagues are there? Notice
Remember
how you
remember they were
exactly my point. There was nothing that was going to fit the bill that would get. And here's the thing:
they were in the den, right?
The den does not exist anymore.
I just said they were in.
Correct.
The den,
so
right?
when the den folded,
it folded up, right?
Right.
They went knocking on other leagues' doors. I know this for a fact.
Name one.
In the summer?
I think they went knocking on the Big East.
Yep.
No, they didn't knock on the Big East door, and it wouldn't make sense for them, right? And it would make sense for them because it's AA.
Hey, Skip.
I know they tried to get into the ECFA, but there was no teams in between for them to play.
Right. So
it would have been Brooklyn and then Baltimore.
So it's one league, NEAFL. That's the one league that dubbed them. But what I'm saying is that there was no league that was going to be able to fit their needs to get the 7 p.m. game. As again, you did with your teams. You were able to create a schedule, and this is the bottom line to it, right? If a league cannot create a schedule that's good enough to get a 7 p.m. game, then either the team has to improvise or the league has to improvise. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
You're right.
That's what it is, right? So the only because they couldn't go to the EFA. They were offered an opportunity to go to the EFA, but the EFA could not get them a schedule that would give them a 7 p.m. game because you would be looking at it like, what the hell is this? The ECFA was too far south. That was a travel thing, Skip. I mean, you could say ECFL as well, but again, if the ECFL is not going to take you, they didn't take me because it was too much travel.
I think
for the other teams.
Yeah, there are certain variables that have to take place and take part, right? But
right.
I'm still stating that even if, right, let's say, okay, the Seminoles, as good as they are, right?
Right.
They go to a league, they do what they can. The Jersey Sharks got shafted on some shit. They felt some type of way. Boom, they bounced during the season. They go win their shit over in Crow League. Cool, right?
Right.
Everybody got to do what's best for them. But this is the catch, though. This is the catch. Leagues, owners, especially commissioners, need to stop trying to be king of the hill and closing doors on neighboring leagues instead of saying, hey, let's work together. Right?
That's what we got to do. I agree.
You got a league right now trying to take over the whole fucking East Coast. Why is that a thing for you, bro? Why are you not saying, you know what, let me not just do a takeover, but let me just do a welcome over, right? Welcome over. Come on, you know what? Come on, we got some teams we want to cross over with you. Let's get physical. Let's bite the bullet and let's just. You got the old head ones that are no longer in it, and their whole thought process was domination. I want to end dictatorship.
Whoa. Okay, so let me push back on that for a second, right? And I know Skip, just tell me I'm lying. If I'm lying, I'm lying. Everybody says that until it's one of they mans opening up a new league. So everybody will sit there and go, yo, everybody needs to come together and just work together. But then if it's one of their people that opens up a new league, oh, this is fire. If the Den, if Slip were to say Den is opening tomorrow, there will be 500 emojis of fire this and fire that, boom, 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 boom. Nobody will sit there and go, we have to really work together. Slip, why don't you join forces with X, Y, and Z? Because that's their man, right? So if it's somebody who is not your man, then it's how come you what's with the ego? What's with the ego? When Spin moved, tried to open his league, it was the same thing. Everybody has their group that they're comfortable with. The thing about it is, the higher ups has to be, they have to be willing to let the teams do crossovers, and we have to have like a governing body that demands these games to happen.
And I'm gonna be real, bro.
Wait,
It's
wait, wait,
not
I'm
hard.
sorry. Hold on a second. Skip says that the den was great comp. It definitely was. But here's the thing: it was great comp that was taken from other leagues. So if you're talking about like let's work together, the teams were great teams from the leagues that they came from. So if they were, I don't say stolen's a bad word, but if they were recruited from all these different leagues and those other leagues were destroyed or kneecapped because of it, it's only cool because it's your guy that's doing it. That's not fair. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Now,
I agree. I can agree with that.
I could, but I also want to throw in one key factor on the legitimate legal side, right?
Uh-huh.
You're only tied to a league for that 1 year. After that, you're a free agent.
Correct. But if
Right?
you and that's the story that happens until people are like, yo, it's really whack, multiple. And I said this, by the way. You could ask Sean Kelman. I said this years ago. I said there's gonna be 2 4-team leagues, and this is gonna get whacked really quickly. And then I'm gonna lose the love for it, and I'm gonna be out of this thing. I literally said that when the LAL and the Spin Moves League opened up, and I told EFA and the guys that were trying to go to Spin Move to just work together and bring it together and get it done that way. I caught hell for it. Dudes were like, nah, because Spin's their guy. So they wanted Spin to spin. I was the bad guy on that. And then literally what happened? 2 4-team leagues.
But
It
this is
literally
the
came to
problem.
fruition.
This,
That's
this, this,
exactly what happened. And
this
all
is
because it's cool when it's your guy. When if I sit there and I know the stories happen, uh, Patterson destroyed this league or Patterson, folded this team or that league or whatever. When it's me doing it, I'm the horrible dude or whatever like that. But when it's your people doing it, you don't give a shit. Come on.
all right. That may be the case, but I hate to say this, but this is where the new blood got to rise to the top.
But all the blood could have gone to the EFA under one banner, just like you're saying that 16-team league up in New England could have just put it together and put a whole bunch of logos on everybody's schedule. Agreed. But because the EFA is Sean and not somebody people vibe with, or certain people don't vibe with, then it's oh no, we need this and
And this
that's
is
not comp.
and
Eh.
this is where
But seriously though, like I've gone away from expecting someone to match leagues together. I've gone away from that concept a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But the crossover games, the working together, that should still be happening. Especially, I wish I wasn't going to practice right now because we have a document of what it takes when you have a smaller league like that, right? And crossover games are key to that, right? If you got a league smaller than 8 teams, then X, Y, and Z. You got this, you know what I'm
You
saying?
better.
So, I'm going to repost that a little bit later. Hey, Patterson, I'm going to call you right back. My brother's calling. I'm going to call you
Yes,
right
sir. All right. So yeah, go ahead. And I see them absolutely. When it's you doing it, it's cool. But when somebody does it to you, it's some snake stuff and blah 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 blah. Yeah.
I think ultimately what it also comes down to is that a lot of people in a position of power does not have a business mindset, have done business, know anything about business, so they don't know how to set it up, right? So for me, for instance, the PFA has a front office of 11 directors. 11. I do not make a single decision. I am the only commissioner, but I am not the sole person and I am not a dictator. This shit go out. Somebody to call this phone. It's over with. It's over with. It's over with. Put your damn phone on DND, man. You fucked up the live. Live all the way fucked up. I don't even know if anybody's still in here. Anybody in here? Y'all still in here? Can y'all see me? This shit fucked up. Oh, Mikey just commented. Hey, Mikey. I know, Mikey. Mikey said you had a question or something. I don't know if they can see me. Is this shit still going? Is I'm still on here? Y'all can still hear me? The fuck going on? Hey, Daniel, you can hear me? Can anybody hear me? Is it just me on this bitch? That thumbs up for me? Oh, y'all still? I'm the only one on this bitch. Crazy work. All right, boom. I'm here to answer y'all questions and all that good shit. What y'all trying to do? What's up? Shit. Y'all got, hey, listen, I'm Commissioner Dunk of the PFA. Shit. What y'all want to know? Since the live still up, his ass froze. I don't know where he at. Wheeler, what's the word, bro? Kelly, what's good, bro? I asked why the Ravens wasn't playing the Seminoles. I'm gonna be all right. So this is what it come down to, bro. When you got options, you're gonna choose options. Let's say they want to go to Miami, but Ravens want to go to USA. You can't make the motherfuckers play each other. They gotta either talk, come to an agreement, call one of the motherfuckers up. Hey, bro, we want to meet at your shit. All right, cool. Let's come meet at my shit. You know, whoop-de-whoop. Sometimes the decision is made a little bit earlier too, right? So for instance, you got leagues that end. It's a league right now ending in December, bro. In December, bro. It's a league still playing right now, and they got a championship like next fucking week or some shit. Listen, so hear me out. If I'm already gonna take this bid, cause some of these, I don't want to say too fucking much, man. I swear to God, it's like light skin just activated. Damn, bro. I can't help I'm light, bro. What was I supposed to do when I was born, nigga? Get up under a motherfucking thing? Yeah. The fuck? Go up under the sun immediately? Hey, listen. Yeah, it's the league still popping. Oh, and matter of fact, another game about to happen. You know what I'm saying? They got the conference championship, and then it's in Maryland. The Maryland Rams versus the can't think of the other team, but they on the ranking. If you look on the ranking, they right above each other. They like right there. So, but here I'm here to answer y'all questions. Don't worry about me. Y'all gonna answer my any questions y'all want. Go ahead. He said, "You got this. Wrap up this show." You want me to wrap it up, Dave? Where you go? I see you up top. You kind of. All right, I'm gonna try and answer some questions real quick. Anybody got questions? Who got questions? He said, so it's politics and everything, bro. That's life. It's gonna be like that regardless. Yeah, Rams versus Broncos. Yep. Questions, comments, concerns. This y'all chance to get it out there. Detroit Ravens won. What'd you say? 3 Vikings versus Canes. Yeah. Do I play? No, I don't play anymore. I ain't played since 2019, but I've been around since 2009. So people that think I don't really got no knowledge on this shit, I've been around since 2009. So I've been in this level of football for quite a while, for real. Yeah, what's your logical? Do you believe Surge is top 3 teams in all of AA? Yeah, I'm gonna put them up there only because they played a good schedule. They crossed over with the PFA. They traveled to Indiana. They went outside the box. They went to Ohio. I think y'all also need to realize like traveling doesn't count hours. So when you do a system and you generate it into the computer, it takes miles, not hours. It don't look at because you could be stuck in traffic and shit. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, it might take you 4 hours to get somewhere because of that traffic, but mileage-wise, it was only like 40 miles. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? So the machine takes mileage. It look at points. It look at the competition's schedule and their ending like record. And then you got to input the human element, right? Which is, okay, some of us have seen some of y'all with our own eyes or watched y'all on film. And we like, yeah, they might be this. They might be 6-0 right now, but they really garbage though, for real. Because a lot of teams have been exposed in the dirty boat. New competition way we looking to create. So basically with the new competition, in order to get to the Sunshine Bowl from here on out, starting in the new era, your body of work is going to be so important. You cannot continue to play. Like I said before, if I got 3 teams in my conference or my division or my league and they're ass, and I'm playing them twice, that is 6 wins for me out the gate. Out the gate, that's 6 wins. So if I'm only playing a 10-game schedule, I'm more than likely gonna be 10-0. So now we're pushing people to do more, to create more, right? Like we want real competition to happen. We want during your season. It's cool because the problem is this, and this is something that Newsom brought up to me, which is one of the owners of the Motor City Rams. He made a great point. He said, so I can go to a league, run through the league, go play a champ versus champ, and all of a sudden I'm up here. I felt him on that though, because that ain't necessarily like true. Like you shouldn't be able to go anywhere and do whatever you want, play a champ versus champ, and now I'm at the top of the motherfucking pinnacle. You know what I'm saying? So it's other factors in that. So do I believe they deserve to be up there? Yeah. They put in the work. They put in the work though, for real. Like the team they played against in the championship ain't no slouches. The Capital City Bandits. Shout out to the Bandits. They're a good team. Lost to them, I think, in the regular season. Beat them in the championship. And then also, I think y'all also need to realize, hey, shout out to the best two-way player in the nation, boy. His name on here is Bill Billingsley, boy. He go by Tev, man. And I'm not gonna lie, shout out to my dog out there, man. You talking about a motherfucker gonna play football, he gonna play football every time. Shout out to my dog. Hey, listen, understand this though. They keep saying admirals. They gonna keep saying admirals, bro. 20K. Oh, y'all talking about putting 20K on the map is crazy for a game. Listen, all right, any more questions, man? Because I think the live only stay up because Dave on his phone. He probably still on his phone. He just only can text and shit. So I don't want to hold up his line. So I'm supposed to shoot over here to the East Coast locker room live. He said I can't join right now. Man, we gotta chop it up, bro. How many rings you got, bro? Shit, I got a reason. I got a bunch of rings on my dresser. I've been to plenty of championships, bro, and I lost them. So, that's all. I was a great player. Oh yeah, definitely shout out to the two-way players, dog. He said, I'm watching. You got it. All right. You try to say the Bulls have to pay the Flyers in order to play. Why they got to pay you to play football? 20K at that. Dad, you can run a whole franchise off 20 G's. Mikey and the Bills. Why you want to play the Bills? Because they beat y'all when y'all went down there in Florida. What was y'all before? The Connecticut, what was y'all called again? The Connecticut, damn, what was y'all name? Connecticut something. I know it was CT something. I don't think. But yeah, the Bears versus Ravens. The Oklahoma Bears? Man, listen, I like the Bears franchise. Like when I say they franchise, I'm talking about if you go on their page right now, bro, they got the media, they got the footage, they got the highlights, they do community work, they do donations, the uniform's good. The coaching staff is elite, you know what I'm saying? Like they got a nice strong history over in Oklahoma. Like I like the Oklahoma Bears on the business aspect. Business-wise, they top-notch. But they don't play nobody. And they don't travel nowhere. And the way the CMFL is lined up is they got, 15 teams, I believe? But out of them 15, you could probably name 3 to 4 that may be competitive to a degree. And they all under one umbrella. There's no 2A or 3A. So you got teams that, let's be real, will never win that championship that's there, but they don't have nowhere else to go. There's no other league that they can just jump to and have a chance at winning something or a chance at building and growing. So they just constantly getting their ass beat every year. So unfortunately, if you want to play football and you're trying to come up and you only got one option, that's going to be your option. It's just, you got to try your best to get better. Yeah. Top game, I'm going to keep it being. 9, 10 times, y'all won't get the top game. I'm going to put it out there. It's still some football being played. You still got, I think, the Bulls and the New York Bandits supposed to play, so they still playing. They're gonna do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's other variables that's coming into play. Let me tell y'all this: the worst thing you can do is sit on your ass and do nothing, right? Unless to a degree your body of work is good, and I mean your end result, like the body of work is good. You know, I know people be like, oh, you know, the Ravens, they this, they that, da da da. Body of work is good. Me personally, I'm gonna say this out loud. I believe the Motor City Rams should be ranked higher. I'm just gonna keep it real. I believe the Motor City Rams should be ranked higher, but I am not the only person on this committee. This committee consists of 9, 10 motherfuckers from across the nation. People think I'm biased, but I'm not. I know my work ethic. I know what I did to put my teams in a position to have that shine. But I'm also not the person that makes the decisions. I can help influence it, but I don't make the decisions. So to the Motor City Rams, I know y'all feel some type of way, but I have fought. I have tried. It ain't much I can do. But in hindsight, I agree on one thing. I do believe that y'all should have played one more game after the season. That's my take. I feel like y'all should have took one more shot at something. You know what I'm saying? And just throw it out there. That's it. That's just me. I'm just being real. I feel like y'all should have played one more game, and we would have been good. You feel me? But that's neither here nor there. The Cincinnati Hawks. They went out and played a champion versus champion in the NBSC. And I highly urge people to join the NBSC. Go play in the NBSC when it pop out. Like, when you see these bowl games in your region and they inviting top-tier teams from all over the little region, man, jump in that shit. Quit thinking you too good to go play more football. You know what I'm saying? Like, go rock out. He said, who? What you mean, who? What? I said a team you ain't know or something? That's another thing, too. A lot of y'all don't do no research on the teams that's on the list. Go look them up. Go see them on YouTube. Go do something. Y'all will see a team and say they sorry as fuck and never seen them play, never seen them do shit, never been on their website, never saw them on no type of video, never did shit. And all of a sudden, man, they sorry as fuck. Like, damn, go check them out. They might be sorry as fuck, but go check for yourself, though. Oh, y'all on here getting it. I mean, shit. I can understand that. I understand the temperature, but I feel like, okay, when y'all in, set something up with a league. With a league, like, hey, bro, when y'all done, let's put something in writing and get it set up where we gotta play you, not just word of mouth. Let's get something in writing. Let's all sign that motherfucker. Whoever your champion is, I gotta play him. The leagues need to come together and say that, yo, we gonna play your champion. We gonna sign on this dotted line, and that's where it's gonna be at. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Chris, I gotta agree. But that's why I'm telling y'all to start running y'all shit like businesses, bro. Like, a lot. Some of y'all got a name of a team. That shit ain't corporated. That ain't no company. That bitch ain't no nonprofit. A motherfucker woke up today and just was like, yeah, I'm gonna call us the White Candles, man. Yeah, I got a football team. Like, damn, where the legalities at? There ain't shit. You ain't put nothing in writing. You just, oh, yeah, bro. Come join the White Candles. I just started a Facebook page. Come check us out. We holding tryouts. $100 a pop. I'm gone, bro. I'm gone. I'm out. I'm letting you go, bro.